Hello, this is Reed Hamilton, and today I'm going over project 3, which is to build an Arduino-based optical tachometer with an IR LED and an IR phototransistor. The circuit here is a bit more complex, but I'll try and go over like a high-level overview of it. Starting with the IR LED, that is connected to pin 13 on the Arduino controller and connected to the ground, and that is it. With the regular LED, that is connected to a 220 ohm resistor, which is then connected to pin 12 on the Arduino controller, and the other end is connected to the ground. And then with the IR phototransistor, that is, one end is connected to a 10K ohm resistor, which is then connected to pin 2, which will act as the interrupt 0, and then the other end is connected to the ground. So that interrupt will actually get called every time the phototransistor goes from a high to low state. And that should happen every time there's an interference between the LED, or the IR LED, and the phototransistor. And that's basically the high-level overview. I also have this 3-bladed fan connected to just the 5 volts in the ground. And just to show you that this works, the LED should indicate when my finger goes in between the IR LED and the IR phototransistor. And there it does. So you can see that is working. And then the program I have here is just outputting the RPMs every second, and it's mainly zeros, and that was when I had my finger on there, so I was putting my finger there about every second, it seems. And let's turn this fan on, and then put it in between the LED and the phototransistor. See, so yeah, I kind of just have to hold my hand there. You can see the light blinking rather quick. So the calculations that I'm making account for the 3 blades of the fan, and the RPMs tend to average out at around like 2300 to 1900, depending on where I have the fan. This isn't the best setup. I could stabilize the fan to get more accurate readings, and I probably will do that. But this is just kind of a quick and dirty demo, I guess. But yeah, that's the high-level overview of this circuit and the optical tachometer that I have created here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Okay, so here is an update to my Project 3 demonstration and circuit here. So I realized that connecting my fan to the breadboard power and using the same ground and 5 volts power that the rest of the circuit was using was affecting it in weird ways and causing a lot of inconsistencies in the actual RPM calculation. And I think the interrupt was also getting triggered when nothing was between the 2 sensors. So something was obviously wrong. And what I ended up doing was making the fan run on external battery power. And this is like a janky setup. I just like taped the the positive and negative just straight to the battery. And then I realized that the IR LED in the IR photo transistor we're not picking up the actual fan blades because the fan blades on this fan are actually translucent, and I kind of thought that wouldn't be a problem, but apparently it is. So I taped just like a dark tag from one of my towels to the fan, and now the circuit is picking up the RPMs as expected. And now I have an actual like nominal readout. It's about 400 RPMs. So the RPMs are actually slowed down now that there's a lot more weight on one of the fan blades. But at least I have reliable results now. So yeah, that's a little update to my observations here.